So today I've got an easy 7k and I want to talk to you about training when you're ill. Only reason why? Because I've got a head cold. So yeah, we'll dive into it on the run. See you in a bit. So there's loads of consensus out there that people say you shouldn't train when you're ill. Now this goes down to the individual and the person that is doing the training. Me for instance, I know I can carry on training even if I've got a head cold like I have now. Now, if you had anything below the neck, I would stop training. If you made it this far in the video, give me a like and a follow. If you're on YouTube, click the little bell icon. It really helps me out. We're on the road to 1,000 on TikTok, so yeah, like and follow. Love you. What do I mean by below the neck? Anything on your chest. If you've got anything on your chest or any sort of bad cough or anything like this, then we would stop training. If you've got just a head cold, we can reduce the intensity and reduce the time of the workouts so that you don't always make it worse. Now, again, each person's individual, each person's different. But if you've got a head cold, it's just about reducing the intensity and reducing the time. But if you've got anything below the neck, then I would suggest taking some time off training because it can make it worse because you can't breathe. It also can bring up another condition that I'm going to talk to you about. A bit of an anatomy lesson for you. In between each of your ribs, you have a thing called intercostal muscles. This muscle is quite tiny. Now, the reason why I would say don't train if you've got a cough or if you've got anything below the neck is because it's really easy to strain the intercostal muscles. The costal muscle is really easily strained. So it can be strained through excessive coughing, coughing too hard, lifting in the gym, lifting an object wrong, lifting too heavy without proper form, or just lifting heavy in general. Now, that's the reason why I would say if you've got anything below the neck, chest infection, cough, whatever, don't train, because it's easy to strain the intercostal muscles and it can be really painful. It can be feeling like a sharp pain in your chest, feel like a heart attack. So I wouldn't train, I would lay off training until it's gone. But also excessive coughing and excessive hard coughing can actually break your rib. Did you know that? But you didn't. My recommendation would be, if you've got a bit of a head cold, carry on training. Reduce the time, reduce the load, reduce the distance until it's gone. If you feel fine like me, then you can carry on. You can carry on training normal. I didn't sprint yesterday because I had a chest pain, but I would just reduce the load, reduce the time. Now, if you've got anything below the neck, stop training for a while until it feels better, because you don't want to make it worse. You don't want to make a chest infection worse, or you don't want to not be able to breathe when you're running. So I would stop training for a bit. If you've got a head cold, carry on. Again, just reduce the load, reduce the intensity, or reduce the mileage. If you've got anything below the neck, stop, but see how you feel. Again, you don't want an intercostal muscle strain because it bloody hurts. Again, excessive coughing or excessive hard coughing can actually break your rib, and you don't want that either, because again, from experience, that hurts. Both of them hurt. So yeah, just reduce the load, reduce the intensity. And everyone's individual, everyone's different. You've got to see how you feel. I know I can carry on training if I've got a head cold, and you might too. Sometimes it's just about having a little bit of body awareness. How do you feel in yourself? If you need to stop, stop. Don't feel guilty, it happens. But if you don't need to stop, carry on. Again, just reduce the load, reduce the intensity. That would be my recommendation. Website in the description for coaching. I'm a fully qualified running coach. I'm a fully qualified strength and conditioning coach. My passion is coaching Olympic lifting as my career's ended. I'm also a rehab specialist. So if you've got an injury that you want to rehab, website in the description. If you've got an injury that you want to stay in the past and you want to prehab it, hit me up again, website in the description. Yeah, website in the description for coaching. That'd be my recommendation. If you've got a head cold, you can still train. I would just reduce the load, reduce the intensity, and reduce the mileage. Same with the gym. Reduce the load, reduce the weight, reduce the reps. Go on a set to feel. But again, it's all based on the individual. If you feel well enough to train, just reduce the load, reduce the intensity. If you've got anything going on below the neck, phlegm, chest infection, struggling to breathe, then I would stop, take some time off. You don't have to feel guilty that you've taken time off for training. Like, you're not going to lose anything by taking a week off, but it just stops other conditions building up, like intercostalis, you know, from excessive coughing, straining the intercostals, coughing too hard, because again that can even break a rib, and you don't want to have an intercostal strain because it bloody hurts from experience. So again, if you've got a head cold, reduce the load, reduce the intensity. Same goes for the gym. Anything below the neck, take some time off. That'd be my recommendation, or it's all subjective to the individual. But anyway, if no one's told you, you're an absolute legend, and I'll see you tomorrow for a long one.